give her license to go be with another man. He didn't write a bill of divorce. You know? Funny, I had a lesson after the Spirit ain't been on me to do it, but I was going to go into divorce.
You say you're going to go divorce?
Yeah, into the, just a bit, just do a little video on it.
All right, go ahead.
Matthew 5:33. Again, ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oath. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is the Most High's promise.
Yeah, that's why it says in Ecclesiastes 5, keep thou foot when thou going to the house of the Lord. You know, and don't be so rash with your mouth. It was really just going into making vows to the Most High that you can't keep. It's best to not even make a vow at all, knowing that you might fall short or remiss.
Let me ask you another question. And what should you say instead? Huh? You go, Lord willing, basically, right? Lord willing, I don't want to write this out. I want to write this out. If their will be done, it'll do this or that. That's in James also. Yeah.
Nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shalt thou swear by the head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil.
Yep.
Ye have heard that it hath been said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you, that ye resist not evil. But whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also.
In other words, don't render to no man evil for evil. Don't try to get your lick back.
When he pushed him, he
Yeah.
said, hey, bro, give me the hey, bro. I'm just trying to get our stuff so we can leave.
That's it.
But he didn't act properly. He got all prideful and bucked up. Another dude came and swung. Contention was already in both of their minds. It was already built up in their spirit. They wasn't walking in the spirit of Yahweh.
Okay, it started from the time where whoever came second, the camp pulled up second to the site, and seen the other dudes there, which was, we think it was IUCPK that was there first, but they were building on IUIC's foundation. So IUIC should have been like, you know what? Fuck it, let them have that fucking corner.
Matthew 10.
You know?
I was holding it.
Yeah. Like, why even go in at it with these niggas right now? Let's just let them have it. We're gonna find another place. We're gonna go edify whatever we're gonna do. But instead, now they're going at each other with a fucking megaphones. You know? Oh, who do you even listen to?
I got a pretty
You know, everybody's standing around just
4
for
feet from each
the,
other.
and anybody that's coming around, they're coming for the fuckery. They're not coming to learn nothing from any of you. They're here to see a fucking a minstrel show, a world star hip hop moment.
I got Matthew 10 and 13, I'm reading down. Verse 11. And into whatever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into an house, salute it, and if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to it, return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet.
You can shake the dust, man. You fighting on the corner. Oh, this is what we teach. You know, if dudes pull up here next weekend, and we seen them, we ain't gonna get into none of that shit, man.
The thing too is, hey, they ain't gonna be here all week because they ain't out all year.
They're doing that just to start something.
Yeah.
You know, they're not doing it because it was by accident. They didn't know.
Yeah.
No, they're doing it because they're trying to poke us. They're trying to provoke us into a reaction, get a carnal reaction out of us, and start a confrontation, man.
I got
You know, to see which camp is who has no cowards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we don't back down.
that's not using any wisdom, man. That's childish. That's childish behavior. You know, you're not applying the scriptures, everything you read, everything you've been taught.
It just go out the window.
Yeah.
Right in the spirit of moments, the wisdom just goes right out the window.
When a situation arises where you got the opportunity to use wisdom,
Yeah.
you don't do it.
I've got the brother looking for it. I can't think of what it said. Maybe you brothers know. I know Pastor Gabar uses it. I don't always remember the wording, but it goes, basically when you argue with a fool, the onlookers can't tell who's the one, you know the one I'm thinking of? Can't tell who's the wise and who's not, because they both look like folly and foolery.
Probably, right?
I think it's in Sirach.
Or Proverbs.
Yeah, it's something, it's one of those. I can never remember where it's at.
Answer a fool not according to his folly, lest thou be like unto him.
That wasn't the one. I remember that one, but that's not the, it's a different one. Maybe someone that's looking at it can't tell who's,
Right.
you know, that's what I remember about it. That was different, because I thought of that first when he brought that one out.
It might be Sirach 22.
I think it's Sirach. That sounds. You can see it in there? I don't know the wording, so I'm sure my wording is off. But that's the point.
No, that's not it. But it kind of goes though.
You want to read it right quick?
Sirach 22 and 13. It says, "Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that have no understanding. Beware of him, lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his fooleries. Depart from him, and thou shalt find rest, and never be disquieted with madness."
Depart from him, man. And
They're
that
trying to
was
leave, too.
rest.
That's what's fucked up.
You
They're
know?
trying to leave.
Yeah.
Like, this should never even posted up there in the first place.
Come and
You
chant
know?
over them for 10 minutes.
You know what's going to happen, what it's going to lead to. Contention and strife and nigga shit, man.
Okay.
You know? This was just a brawl, but what's next?
Right.
Stabbing?
Yeah. And what's after
You know?
that?
Shootings?
You know?
Now we really got Esau on our ass.
Yeah, the fact that they're both commercialized. They get headlines they get news segments every now and then. They're known. So you don't think Esau got the cameras rolling on you niggas, man?
Like,
They'll broadcast that it'll be on mainstream news.
you're giving the real enemy ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It makes no sense.
You're giving him ammo to build his case even better against the Hebrew Israelites.
And we know it's got to be a bad case, you know, but damn. Why you gonna allow that to be set up through you, through your lack of wisdom, your actions? You know, somebody got to do it, but don't let it be you. That's the main thing. That's over here, great men. Don't let it be us, the ones that caused this type of evil to come upon Israel as a whole. 2/3 gonna be mad anyway. They're gonna be mad and carnal, but you know, we understand it has to happen, but don't let it be through you. Don't let you be the cause. Okay? Let's see if this is the one he was talking about. Proverbs 29 and 9. If a wise man contendeth with a foolish man, this has got to be it. Whether he rage or laugh, there is no rest. Amen. That's not the one. It talks about an onlooker. When I'm thinking somebody else that's looking from afar off can't tell who's the wise one and who's not. Right.
Shit, neither one of them are wise.
But I'm saying, if we're up here trying to break something down to a 2/3 that just acted a fool, far off you can't tell who's. That's how the apostle had used that verse before. But the point that we're making is, how you gonna listen to who you gonna choose to listen to? How you gonna get into the moment to hear what they're saying? You know, when there's a fool up there with all these tactics and shit that they're doing, trying to bring contention to the truth. And we're just supposed to be up here teaching. That's why we teach, hey man, if you say 40, bro, just go to go teach over there. You know, that's when it becomes a different situation. Now they're like, well, my job is just to come fuck with y'all. They don't like to say that, but that's really what their job is. Now that you done called my job out, now I got nothing to do. They don't let, how many times somebody come up to debate us, and then they end up the block teaching themselves?
Never.
Never.
Never tell them, go teach RFU. Believe that, go teach it.
Go teach it, bro.
Or come back next week. Never. Rare. It's rare that any of those guys that come up and contend with us, they come back. You know?
Hey, don't stress yourself. I just wanted to kind of make the point. That's why you don't get into it. That's why Howard Shah is breaking down the wisdom of how to deal with these situations. Don't get yourself caught up in that, man. Just use wisdom. Don't be so quick to get carnal and angry and wrathful. Just go ahead and just, all right, bro, you got it, man. Let me go on and teach Israel somewhere else. And the best thing in these times, we got a camera, so this don't have, nobody around here got to be edified. We can go 2 blocks away, a mile away across the city, and the same people tuning in probably will still be tuning in, being edified. But you don't want to go to jail, and now the ministry's down for 2 weeks trying to get the court together, and man, it's a dumb situation. This is easy stuff, but they failed as soon as he pushed him, and they went to the chokehold tactic or whatever they went to, the pin. You wanted more in that Matthew 5, or you still looking for it? Go back to the Matthew.
Back in Matthew 5 and 40. And if any man will sue thee at the law, and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him twain. Give to him that asketh thee, and from him that will borrow of thee, turn not thou away. Ye have heard that it hath been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thy enemy. But I say unto thee, love your enemies, bless them that curse you.
This is talking about amongst the brotherhood. They ain't talking about no damn Edomite.
But it said, thou shalt not avoid Edomite, brother. You said that's what it says. No, it's a fellow believer, man. It's a fellow believer. And if you look at how the New Testament and the Old Testament were written, it was more nation-oriented in the Old Testament and more belief-oriented in the New Testament. It was talking to the church in the New Testament, not the whole nation anymore, because the ministry was different. A better ministry and promises on better promises.
Hey, it's spirit you said that, because even though they think the New Testament opens up salvation to everybody, like as if it was, it's very inclusive, but it's actually more exclusive.
Yeah.
It becomes more, it's kind of more personal to the fellow believers, the churches.
Yeah.
The Lord wasn't dealing with all of Israel at that time.
Exactly.
It was all narrow. It was all being narrowed down.
Even the priests were pushed out. A lot of the priests wasn't right, so they were pushed out as well. And they were the ones that's supposed to be doing it. But the ministry opened up to who can become a priest or a prophet. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if that's said right, but I think you understand what I mean by that. And now everybody, after that order of Melchizedek, they were able to teach, and prophesy, not just the priests. Anyway, y'all got you.
He says, but I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them that which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love them which love you, what reward have you? Do not even the publicans the same? And if ye salute your brethren only, what do you more than others? Do not even the publicans so? But be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
There it is. Be ye perfect. Meaning, in other words, because we're not going to be perfect per se as far as, in the law. Because we're in the flesh. But what does it mean to be perfect? It means to be complete. Gain all these attributes and characteristics that I told you. Exemplify these things that I'm telling you, and walk in them. Then you'll become a perfect in the Lord. And Yahweh Shai was their ultimate example. All these things that he was telling them, was the Lord being a hypocrite? No, he did those very things. Even when he got